a new addition to our Ranger Report,
exciting new events,
and a 3-day weekend coming up.
We'll cover all this and more on the Ranger Report for January 18th.
I'm Kylie Bridges.
And I'm Timothy Shapley.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a holiday we celebrate all over the U.S. He is famous for fighting for African American rights alongside Rosa Parks and many other influential political leaders during the 1960s. His I Have a Dream speech is one of the most well-known speeches in American history. Sadly, he was assassinated by James Earl Ray in 1968. On Monday, we will have no school in order to honor him.
If you're interested in hosting a German exchange student in March, then see the German teacher, Mrs. Snyder, in room A105 today. Along with hosting, you'll be able to travel to Germany for 2 weeks in the end of June.
There is a meeting on January 28th at 6:30 p.m. in the senior dining hall for anyone interested in trying out for the Silver Spurs or Silverados dance team. This meeting is mandatory and will give information to the parents and students.
The SVHS PTSA Environmental Committee, in coordination with Humans of SV and the Commission, invites you to participate in a shoe drive on February 4th through the 15th. New shoes, gently used shoes, and even single shoes can be dropped off in Mrs. Leach Room B103.
Texas Tech will be on campus on January 26th during 6th period. If you are interested or have already been accepted but you have questions, please sign up in the library to attend this event.
And now, over to Skylar with World.
Thank you, anchors. ISIS has claimed responsibility for a deadly explosion that killed 4 Americans and at least 10 other people in the Syrian city of Manbij on Wednesday. Including the casualties, 3 other U.S. members were injured in the attack. Prior to Wednesday's attack, only 2 U.S. service members had been killed in action in Syria since the start of the campaign in 2014. ISIS said that the attack in the northern city of Manbij was carried out by a suicide bomber with an explosion vest, but had provided no proof that they actually carried out the attack. More and more Americans are feeling the effects of the partial government shutdown every day, from travelers stuck in security lines to Coast Guard officers that are now joining the growing list of federal employees going without pay. Yet, the normal political pressure points that usually end the shutdown standoffs are not working, perhaps because of the unique dynamics of the Trump era. As a result, there's every chance that the stalemate now in its 27th day could drag on much longer. However, Trump refuses to shut down, as the shutdown may be the last best chance he gets to fund the wall during his term. And now over to Jackson with our exciting new segment, Valley Vibes.
Thank you, Skylar. If you actually want someone to fall for the old gullible on the ceiling prank, maybe you should book a plane ticket to Belgium. According to an interview obtained by the BBC, that might just be your best option. A man referred to as DDA claims that a half-dozen crooks showed up at his e-cigarette shop in Charleroi around 3:30 in the afternoon. DDA, nervous and ill-equipped to handle the situation, suggested they leave and come back later, so as to collect more money. Incredibly, they listened. After calling the police, DDA was told that the would-be criminals would not return, and not to worry. They were wrong, as the band of misfits showed up at 5:30 sharp. DDA says he, quote, berated them, saying, "You have to buy a watch. It's 5:30, not 6:30, and they left. When they came back the third time, the plainclothes cops were there to nab them. It's like it was a comedy, the shop owner said. They're being called the worst robbers in Belgium. Even as compared to other stories, this one's really a doozy. A Florida man snuck onto the premises of St. Augustine's Alligator Farm Zoological Park at around 7:45 on a mission to vandalize the park and crawled out in only his underwear. The Florida Times-Union titled their police report, quote, Florida man wearing Crocs jumps into crocodile pond at Alligator Farm. And boy, is it just as bad as it sounds. The police received 2 calls before 7 a.m. on November 6th. One from a woman concerned about the scantily clad man crawling in her neighbor's yard, and the other from the alligator farm, reporting, quote, serious vandalism. The man damaged part of the snack bar before entering the new Oasis on the Nile exhibit. He appeared to jump off of a 5 to 6 foot structure into about 2 feet of water, where he was confronted by the crocodile. The crocodile locks onto his left foot before the man escapes and crawls back up the structure, leaving a blood trail alongside his discarded shorts and Crocs. When questioned by police, he said he had been attacked by an alligator, which was close to factual, but his credibility takes a nosedive from there. He says he ran into an old man with an alligator on a leash, and was then, quote, surrounded by all these baby alligators. and that the man, quote, had a pool in his garage with all these alligators, and the old man was feeding him to his alligators. The man was taken to the hospital for his broken foot, but his escape attempt was cut short when he was caught climbing into a retention pond surrounded by barbed wire. Suffice it to say, he was subsequently arrested. And now, over to Logan with weather.
Thank you, Jackson. Today starts our weekly weather report with a stormy beginning. Today is expected to consist of scattered thunderstorms, which will be joined with a high of 75 and a low of 55. Tomorrow cools down with a high of 59 and a low of 29. Rain will continue while winds will begin to pick up. The rest of the weekend and Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is a school holiday on Monday, is expected to be sunny. As school starts back up, clouds reappear and will stay until Friday. Rains will break out midweek and temperatures will level out around the mid-50s for a high and the low 40s for the low. And now over to Ashley with sports.
Hi, I'm Ashley Acuna. A new policy has been put on students who want to attend home games. If you choose to bring any sort of bag, make sure you check out the requirements before attending. Signs with the information about the bag requirements are on the main gym doors. Congratulations to all the girls' basketball teams who swept San Marcos on Tuesday. The boys' basketball team, JV, and Freshman A won, but varsity and Freshman B lost against San Marcos. All the basketball teams will play New Braunfels on Friday. The girls will play here at SV, and the boys will be away. Now over to girls' soccer. The girls won last week 2-0 with the goals by Haley Smith and Damita Mendoza. The winning caused Coach Atkins, who has been here at SV for 17 years, to earn his 250th win. Make sure you say congratulations to Coach Atkins. Varsity girls soccer's next game is Friday against Cedar Park at 5:30. Boys soccer played Fredericksburg on Friday and won 4-1. Their next game will be at Marble Falls on Friday. JV plays at 5 and varsity plays at 7. Now back to Tim and Kylie.
Thank you, Ashley.
I'm Kylie Bridges.
And I'm Timothy Shapey.
And this has been your Ranger Report.
Have a Rangerific day.
We're done.